Hello, this is Brocoder, and today I want to talk about closures really quick. Just a quick summary of closures. So what is a closure? So first let's create a function, and let's call this function addition or add. And here we have an input of number. And in this function, what we do is we have an inner variable bar inner is equal to 8 or 9, 8, doesn't matter. And what we do is return inner plus num. And when we console.log that with add, and then we want to add 2 to it, we get 10. So let's see how that works. So 10, we're getting 10 here. That's good. Closure is essentially when a function looks for a variable outside its scope. So first, we're inputting this number called num, right? And we're saying it's 2 over here. We're declaring it as 2 over here. But what if num did not exist and num was a variable outside is equal to 2? And we don't put 2 there. Will this still work? In JavaScript, it still works. So if we run that, it's still 10. Why is that? We're not putting a number in here, yet it's still getting 2 from outside. So essentially what's going on is in the function, in this statement, it's going, wait, what's num? What value does that have? I can't see it. There's no input here. And so it goes outside of its scope. And it goes, oh, wait, here, there's a global variable called num. So this is a global variable right here because it's in the global scope. So what's going on is it's going outside its scope and looking for a value for a number or num, and taking that number and putting it in here. So we can change that to 5, and it'll still add 5 over here. And let's run that and see what happens. 13. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. Another way of looking at it is, just to give you also a little weird tidbit about JavaScript, functions are objects. And we can take a look at their closures with dir and not invoking the function. And when we run that, there's our function object. And if you open that up, you can see here function scope. And if you open that up, you can see closure. And when you open that up, we have num5. It knows, this is with Chrome right here, and this is the console for Chrome. And it knows that it's pulling that number 5 from over here and that it's a closure. And we can even add more things to it. Let's add num2 and var num2 is equal to 10. So we're going to add 10 to that, and let's clear this console right here and run again. And if we look at our scope and our closures, we have num2. We have num2 equals 10, and it's pulling that number. And if we wanted to console log add we'll be able to add that. 23. So that's closures for you, and I hope that was enlightening, and I hope you guys use this tool, Chrome's console. And till next time.